Per Coil hustle, Kess and her droid, BB-10, were the best starship mechanics on the desert moon of Pydar. Well, aspiring mechanics. Today, they were working on a beaten-up but beautiful racer. She needs to be ready for the Starlight Sprint tomorrow, BB-10. Kess said, wiping grease off her nose. BB-10 beeped happily, spinning its dome. Kess crawled into the engine bay, her head torch illuminating dusty wires. Power coupling? Check. Fuel lines? Check. Oh no. She pulled out a small empty socket. BB-10, the ship's hypercoil is missing. We can't get past light speed without a fresh one. BB-10 zipped forward, projecting a shimmering holographic map from its optical sensor onto the wall. A small, blinking icon marked a specific spot. Beep whistle boop. The old junk caves? Kess raised an eyebrow. The only place where someone might have stashed spare parts, you say? Well, let's go get our coil. The junk caves smelled like burnt wiring and ancient secrets. Kess used her trusty flashlight to guide them through the gloom. BB-10's light flickered nervously. Stay close, buddy, Kess whispered. The cave tunnels were piled high with generations of rusty metal and discarded droid parts. Then Kess saw it, a shining, brand-new hypercoil resting atop a tall stack of discarded condensers. There it is, she gasped. But as she stepped closer, a small, furry, three-eyed alien with sharp teeth popped its head up from behind the coil and let out a tiny, high-pitched grumble. It's a grumblewump, Kess whispered to BB-10. They love shiny things, and they really hate being moved. She tapped BB-10's dome quickly. We need a distraction, the loudest, shiniest distraction you've got. Ready? BB-10 chirped a brave, affirming series of beeps. With a quick spin, BB-10 activated its integrated spotlight and a high-frequency siren. The intense light beam flashed off a dozen rusty pipes, creating a brilliant, strobing disco effect. The grumblewump's three eyes went wide, and it turned away from the coil, confused and mesmerized by the chaotic light show. Go, go, go. Kess sprang into action. She vaulted over a pile of broken circuits, her hand darting out like a swoop pilot. Clink. The hypercoil was hers. The grumblewump, still stunned by the flashing lights, didn't even notice her. Mission accomplished, BB-10. Retreat. Kess tucked the coil securely into her tool belt. The moment BB-10 cut the siren, the grumblewump finally snapped out of its trance and let out a furious, tiny roar. Kess and BB-10 didn't hesitate. They dashed out of the caves and back into the sunlight. Back in the garage, Kess expertly snapped the hypercoil into place. She jumped into the cockpit, flipped the main power switch, and the engine roared, a beautiful, healthy starship sound. Kess gave a huge thumbs up. Ready for the Starlight Sprint, BB-10?